We have 11 American states that are larger than the UK. This just goes to show how big America is. The fact that I'm watching a video on 11 states in America that is bigger than the UK. And I bet you anybody there's going to be some absolutely massive ones. So let's dive straight into this video. Right, let's see which states. Off the top of my head, I know Texas has to be one.
They say size isn't everything, but let me tell you a little story.
Okay.
When I lived in England, I used to think that Manchester and London were really far apart.
Right,
My perception
yeah, same.
of distance back then had been governed, I suppose, by the British Road Atlas and deceitful geography teachers. It was only once I moved to America that I saw England for what it truly was.
Tiny.
An influential but tiny island floating on the shoulders of the much larger European continent.
Right.
A kind of salacious crumb to Europe's Jabba the Hutt. But there's a reason Europe is so big. It's an entire flipping continent.
Yeah, true.
The United States, on the other hand, is just one country, and it boasts a total area of 3.8 million square miles. Almost exactly the same as Europe.
That's
and while Europe
mad.
is made up of major countries such as England, Germany, and Lithuania, America is comprised of 50 states, one of which, California, has a GDP higher than Italy. America is massive, and to give you an idea of just how...
It's actually crazy to think like each state could just like go off and be their own country. Probably not all states, but most, in fact, maybe all states could do that. But I seen a video on Texas that they was wanting, or they was like planning on being their own country, and they can actually do it and stuff, and it would still be ranked really high up in like the stuff like to do with the world and GDP and whatever, all that beautiful
massive it is. I'm going to give you a rundown of 11 states that are actually bigger than the entire United Kingdom.
Okay.
That's right, the very same United Kingdom that is comprised of not one, not two, but 4 countries. But before we get going, please bear in mind that we're dealing with the total area and not just that of the land. In other words, water territories such as lakes, rivers, and SeaWorld are all included in both the given area of the United Kingdom and all of the states.
Right,
I've just realised that there isn't a SeaWorld in the United Kingdom, so that doesn't work. And so let's put an end to the suspense. Here are those 11 states that are bigger than the UK. Let me know in the comments below if your state made the list. In the meantime, strap in. This one is going to be big. Okay, to look at it, you're probably thinking that there's no way Michigan is larger than the UK, right? Well, this is where water territories play their part. Michigan is one of 2 states on this list with a stake in large bodies of water.
Right.
We'll get to the other later. But Michigan lays partial claim to Lake Superior, Lake Huron, and Lake Michigan, the 2nd, 4th, and 5th largest lakes on the entire planet.
Oh my God!
Because of
Wait,
this,
what?
Michigan is equivalent to 1.03 UKs, which means the state is more or less the same size as our next entry. Now, contrary to popular belief, Wyoming is not a past progressive verb. No, it's an American state, of course, and at 1.03 UKs, it's a rather big one too. That said, it is home to a relatively small number of people, whereas the UK houses about 64 million people.
Yeah, that's
Wyoming
mad.
is home to just 550,000. It's because of this that Wyoming is the second...
This is why when like I see stuff on America, like to do with like homes and stuff, I get really jealous because you guys have a lot more land, a lot bigger houses. You're not crammed in, and this is why you have so much more area per person. You can do that. You can make your houses all detached with nice land. In the UK, it's boom, 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 boom. House, 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 house. Bro, I can literally, this house right here is attached to another house right here. And on the other wall is attached to another house. If I put my mouth to this wall right here and scream hello, they will probably reply back, hello. Like, it's bad, man. You can't be doing that in America.
Second least densely populated state in the Union.
It's
What's
bad.
number 1, you ask? Oh, we'll get to that later.
so
But
jealous.
first, over to Rick Steves for this travel report. Way out on the west coast, beneath my home state of Washington, is Little Oregon, a tiny coastal state that is home to the adorable city of Portland.
Is this what it was like in Oregon? What's going on here? Why we got the glasses, the tie, and the voice? What's happening in Oregon? Is this what Oregon's like? I'm gonna come here, just a bunch of these.
And oh my God, it is 1.04 UKs.
Oh wow!
That's right, because the state is essentially one giant and by all accounts beautiful rectangle. Most of Oregon's residents don't actually live on the coast. In fact, some of them live nearer to the aforementioned Wyoming than they do to the Pacific. Yeah. And if you ask me, they should all go and pay those lonely Wyomingites a visit. That didn't sound as creepy in my head. Full disclosure, the Centennial State of Colorado is actually the furthest west I've ever been. And I can tell you this for nothing. There is a boatload of land out there. Actually, boat is probably the wrong phrase. Poor phrasing. There's a lot of open land is what I'm saying. And so all the more
I'll fill him in. It means there's a truckload of land in Colorado.
Surprising then that Colorado boasts the lowest number of light vehicles per every 1,000 people in the entire US. In fact, amazingly, Colorado, a staggering 1.11 UKs, is one of only 2 states for whom this statistic is actually lower than the UK national figure. The other is Nevada. Nevada.
Okay.
Home to Las Vegas, secret alien experiments, and legalized prostitution, and sometimes all 3 at once. I've just realized that does not work.
Wait, what? All 3 at once? Yo, what are they doing in Area 51, bro? They're having a good time. That's why we're not allowed down there. They're having a good time down there. They're treating the aliens good.
That would be an awful mess. But of course, Nevada is much more than all of those things, which is just as well. Because
oh my god, I just had a crazy thought of like Star Wars in my head there. Imagine like you somehow you got into Area 51 and there's aliens with prostitutes and gambling and it's just like a Star Wars party.
7th largest state in America and is equivalent to 1.17 UKs. That's like the UK plus Fiji with Bermuda thrown in for good luck. A sort of jazzed up alternate Bermuda Triangle perhaps, which obviously brings us back to aliens, which brings us on to Arizona. Actually, Arizona isn't that friendly to aliens. But the first thing I think of when somebody mentions Arizona is a giant hole in the ground. And that's not an underhand description of Arizona itself.
Wait, why?
There is literally a giant crater in the middle of Arizona caused by a meteor collision 50,000 years ago. Or aliens. Probably aliens. But this alien didn't intend to talk about the paranormal. But
wait, I want to see the whole... Oh, I wish we was getting pictures coming up on the screen right now because I want to see the whole.
Staggering fact that Arizona is 1.21 UKs. Heck, the Grand Canyon also is longer than the distance between Liverpool and Brighton.
Huh? Huh?
And if that doesn't blow your mind, remember this. We still have 5 bigger states to come.
Oh my God.
The next of which is Arizona's neighbor to the east. Of course, New Mexico, the site of Project Quantum Leap, Breaking Bad, and Blimey O'Reilly, the Roswell incident. What is going on? Are extraterrestrials just fond of the Southwest climate or something?
Yo, we got a very, very good alien theme going on, right? Hey, I'm all for it, man. I love my aliens, I ain't gonna lie.
Perhaps they thought signs for Albuquerque said Alderaan. Good luck breaking that one to them. Either way, New Mexico is equal to 1.29 UK.
Okay, we're going up a little bit now.
Which is roughly the size of Poland. And if that weren't ludicrous enough, our next entry takes your Poland and raises you a Japan. Not literally. That would be like the film 2012 with John Cusack. Nobody wants that. Now, Japan has little, of course, to do with Montana's cultural makeup, but rather its size. And not only is this particular rocky state about the same size as Japan area-wise, but it's also larger than the nation of Germany.
Oh my God.
I'll let that sink in.
Wait, Germany is actually pretty big. Wait, what? Wait, what's the biggest country in Europe? What is actually the biggest country in Europe? I'm trying to think. I don't know, because some are quite long. So, like, I have no clue. Like, if you're actually going to, like, put this, you know what I mean? I have no clue.
Montana,
Germany's pretty big,
a state of 1 million people with a GDP of about $45,000, is more expansive than a nation whose economy is the 4th strongest on the planet. When you consider this fact, you really start to see just what a miserably small country the UK really is.
Aye, what?
Because when all's said and done, Montana is an enormous 1.56 UKs.
Wow.
Montana, you're massive and you need to be stopped. And I've got just the opponent. It has the 6th largest GDP
California
in the world.
is big.
Its population is roughly 8 times that of Scotland, and it would absolutely batter Hannah Montana over there, and the state of Montana. Such as its size, California is more or less the nation of Paraguay disguised as a giant sock.
Oh, I'm never going to unsee this now. I'm actually never going to unsee this being a sock.
A sock that is equal to 1.74 UKs, a sock that doesn't have a matching sock, and a sock that hopefully gets washed more than once a week. Also on America's laundry list is the next entry, which, if you're really, really drunk, sort of resembles...
Do you know what's actually crazy? And I'm actually deep in this right now. I thought the UK was big, right? And now I looked at the world map. And I was like, okay, UK is not big. Right, it's pretty small, okay? Now that we're watching this video, we're not even comparing countries to the UK. We are comparing states in a country to the UK, right? And there's not just one or a few that's bigger than the UK. There's 11 that is bigger than the UK. We're tiny, man. We are actually so small. Oh my god, yo, just get me into a big nice country, right? I'm down for like Australia, Canada, America. I'll even go Norway. Norway's beautiful. Get me into a nice house where I've got space and I'm not like, you know, Susan's not right there. You're listening to the video before I even put the video up.
A pair of underpants.
Ah, yeah, here we go.
Sort of resembles a pair of underpants.
Bro, what underpants are you wearing? What is... I kind of see it like if I was to do that, I kind of see it here, right? But then what's going on here? Mad.
Now, while the sentence, Texas looks like a big pair of underpants, might not go down too well in, you know, Texas, please be aware that I am an equal opportunity offender. For example, the UK looks like the Wicked Witch of the West riding a pig.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, this is obviously just drew on, but oh my god. Bro, this one video has just ruined me able to look at maps the same way now. I'm gonna see socks, underpants. There is a penis if you look at like I think it's Sweden and Norway. It kind of like goes round and then round like that. I've never been able to get that out of my head. Now a witch on a pig. And then are we just having some fun here? Oh my god.
And now that I've shown you that, I would go and wash those underpants immediately. But don't be too scared, Texas,
wait, what do you think we're doing?
are much bigger than the UK. In fact, you are... Wow, Texas, you are absurdly big. The biggest state in the Union. And the more I...
Wait. Where was the sound? Oh, this video is too funny.
Are
2 point.
You are...
I think he said 2.8 something, and that is mad.
Texas, you are absurdly big, the biggest state in the Union, and the more I look at you on the map, the more I realise that you really shouldn't mess with Texas.
He's killing me.
Not at all, no sir. Unless, oh, Julie Andrews in a fridge, you're not the biggest state in the Union.
Oh wait, he's muting it because he swear. Right. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. It's a no-brainer that Alaska's bigger than the UK. Alaska's massive.
Texas, consider yourself well and truly messed with. This is just...
You know what? We need more segments like this.
mind-boggling. You're bigger than space. You're
What?
7.05 UKs. Oh, Alaska, stop what you're doing and become a continent right now. What the... How... You ate all the pies, Alaska. You ate all the pies.
I think he's actually a little bit upset that it's that much bigger than the UK. I'm not going to lie.
Remember earlier when I said Michigan was one of 2 states on this list with a stake in large bodies of water?
Wait, is Alaska not number 1? Wait, Texas and Alaska. Wait, what's bigger than Texas and Alaska?
Well, you're looking at the other one. Well, you're not looking at it. You're reading the word Alaska. But this behemoth is 13% water. But hold on, Texas.
Alaska is.
Hold on. Because before you get Napoleonic syndrome and start overcompensating for everything, remember first off that Rhode Island is a thing. Remember what I said earlier about Wyoming being the 2nd least densely populated state in the Union? Well, Alaska blows it out of the water. Pun intended. Sure, if Alaska were...
I'm really... Are we at number... Is Alaska number... I'm pretty sure Alaska has to be number 1. We kind of got muted a little bit, so I'm kind of... I'm pretty sure Texas is number 2, Alaska is number 1. I'd be very, 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 very surprised if there's a bigger state than Alaska.
Country, and why in the name of Dick Van Dyke isn't it? It would be the 17th largest nation on the planet.
Oh my god, and
Yet,
it's just a state.
Only 738,000 people actually live there.
Wow.
That's lower than, yep, Rhode Island. It just goes to show you that size isn't everything.
Wow.
That's it for this episode of Lost in the Pond.
number 1.
Remember, if your state did not make the list, please write to your congressman and demand action. Actually, their hands are probably tied on this issue. Just move on. Just move on. Especially you, Rhode Island. You're beautiful as you are. Remember to subscribe to...
Yeah, if you live in one of those states, congratulations. You live in a state that is bigger than the UK, and you're not even a country. You're just a state. But you guys enjoy all your nice space, all your roaming around space you can do. Really good video. Enjoyed that. Hope you guys enjoyed as well. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single day on twitch.tv/OpenUpG. You guys want to check me out over there, come and say hi. Appreciate every single one of you guys that's stopping by. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.